All right, let's get started. So, welcome guys to episode 4 of Should I Go There with your homie Chris G. That is me. Today's tournament slash event is Final Round 2019. First things first, right? The main comments and questions that'll be answered. Starting with the important question is Final Round back? The last few years, Final Round hasn't been doing very well. It's been hated on for God knows how long, and with Final Round 2019 being back at its old venue, they scrapped that whole giant convention center, and they went back to the what is it? The Hilton Atlanta Airport again this year. Things got a little better, right? So main question is Final Round back, right? A few comments such as Smash GG, bracket problems. Uh, this is the first stop on CPT, so we could talk about that. Apparently, right as I'm getting from the stream, there were issues with the stream, and then of course, bracket stuff and all the debauchery after the tournament. I have a bunch of links up. I'll be sharing a lot of stuff with you. If I haven't talked about something or you guys want to share something, by all means, throughout this whole discussion, we could talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Also, leave it to the tournament. Do not bring outside stuff into it. We can do that after the show. Okay, so final round was last weekend, March 15th through 17th, 1031 Virginia Avenue, which is again the same place as the Hilton Atlanta Airport. I want to say real quick that I was super glad to know that this was back at the old venue. I didn't like the convention center. I'm gonna be real. So when I first walked into the convention center for the last 2 years, in my mind I was like, I'm not feeling it. Especially when you see that a lot of people haven't entered. There's not many. There's not much attendance at all. You're thinking, okay, so we got a giant space. Nothing's gonna happen. So for the past 2 years, nothing actually happened. Right now, the reason why they changed venues is because, again, I think it was 2016 when Street Fighter 5, 2015 when Street Fighter 5 came out. They threw this. They threw a Street Fighter 5 tournament. There was too many people. All sorts of bad reviews. I remember Jabali talking about never coming back. Stuff like that. And yeah, so they've been scarred ever since. This is why the most important question of today is Final Round back. So you can see right here, right now. Again, this was like it kind of redeemed itself. The attendance, you could see that there's 995 people, right? When it came to the amount of people that entered every game, there was a lot of people, right? Like Street Fighter, Third Strike 31, Street Fighter 5 still had 327 people. Tekken, of course, is the South, so Tekken's gonna be huge. Uh, 296 people. Smash Bros. Ultimate, right? Dragon Ball Z, all over the hundreds. Soul Calibur, over 100. Dead or Alive, 87, and so on and so forth, right? There's a lot of side games, all sorts of stuff, right? And I entered a bunch of games as well. You can see right here. Somebody mentioned if I enter Street Fighter 5, we'll get to that later because it was big yikes. Um, a quick summary is I got bodied. But if we're gonna talk about Street Fighter in general, everyone got bodied. There was a lot of destruction. Um, there are so many people. The crazy thing is that there were Japanese people I didn't even know came that all drowned, right? Like people even like Moke, Haitani, all those guys, they were here. I didn't even know. So that's kind of what happened. Um, Okay, so let's move on. I guess one of the first questions we got to ask was the schedule a problem, right? Schedule slash brackets slash anything, right? If you can see right here, I'm gonna pop this up real quick because this is what's on everyone's mind, especially coming into the tournament. Gustavo wrote, final round brackets aren't up yet. Pools are changing last second. Judging from last year, there probably won't be sound or headsets on the setup. This barely happens in ranking events and should not be accepted from premieres. Of course, this was a premiere. You know, CPT, there's a lot of sponsors, whatnot. So, Gustavo is 100% right. At some point, when your tournament has gotten so big, simple things such as brackets, pool running, time schedules, all that stream, that stuff should be guaranteed to be at least like decent, at least decent. And yes, Gustavo did have the reads. Bojack, I didn't know, I didn't know what my schedule was like, and a lot of people didn't know what their schedule was like until they got there. Right now, I was hearing that this was pretty much a Smash GG problem, but a lot of people are also saying that I forgot the tweet, but apparently like some people registered but didn't register for games, which I'm not really understanding how does that work. So a lot of the foreigners guess didn't do it right. This like I'm gonna be real. This sounds stupid to me. Um, if your name is on Smash GG, that means you know how to use Smash GG. I've been using Smash GG for God knows how long. Alright? So my name automatically comes up. I sign up for whatever games I'm in. I'm put in whatever bracket. I should have that at least a week. Worst, a few days before the event. Right? So right, the name of the game right now is you're based on score 1 out of 10, and right now starting off with the problems with the scheduling, the brackets, a lot of the pools were run a little bit late. There was a lot of overlapping, such just so on and so forth. We're already down 2 points, right? So right now we are at an 8, right? Because again, as Gustavo mentioned, this is actually unacceptable. So I came into the tournament not knowing when I played or who I played. Uh, of course, a lot of people didn't have that problem, but some people, you just threw a Japanese person in their pool, making their life twice as hard, and it kind of doesn't feel right, even though you know this was going to happen. But at the same time, it's like, how were you supposed to prepare or whatever, right? There's so many arguments that you could say, oh, beat everybody in your way, all that type of dumb stuff. But we don't talk about that because this is all about preparation. Tournaments are actual preparation. And you didn't allow most of the players to prepare for what happened. So again, we're losing 2 points on that off jump. Which kind of sucks because this is Smash GG. I don't know what happened. I wish I had Larry, Big E, one of those guys to kind of talk better on that whole situation. But I don't know. So that is what it is, right? So again, I talked about the overlapping. That was a problem. Things went on for a little longer than they should have. A lot of times I had to wait for a match, then my next match was like an hour later. It got a little ugly. There's a lot of side games, of course, and if you want to enter more than one game, that's perfectly fine, right? Because I do it all the time. but it shouldn't be one of those things that the side games take really long as main games. So if a tournament, right, such as uh, such as like Third Strike, right, you got 31 people. The tournament shouldn't last more than a few hours tops, 2 hours, whatever, right? So it gets a little rough. Um, I don't know about other people in a lot of other games, but this is mainly coming from like, you know, playing Third Strike, Street Fighter 5. I even played Smash Ultimate. That was fun. Dragon Ball Z, right? So I entered a bunch of games, so I would know exactly what was going on with games like Tekken. If you guys know, by all means, you could talk about it. But for me personally, there were big problems. Okay, so this was a 3-day event. Started from Friday, ended on Sunday, depending on what schedule you had. It it was actually, I would say, the scheduling itself was pretty good because especially if you entered one game, some of these people didn't play till like Saturday afternoon, Saturday 2 p.m., Saturday 4 p.m. So if you got to the tournament on on Thursday, you could hang out. If you got to the tournament on Friday and your pool was Saturday at 4 p.m., you could still hang out. Me, I had to play every goddamn day, so as you can see, my voice is done. I was awake for a long time, but I would say the scheduling itself was pretty good. Okay, so we're not going to take points off on that. We will take points on the overlapping, uh, and of course the just the bracket problems in general. Because I know Justin played. I think like he said like 4 or 6 p.m., 4 p.m. Saturday, so he was doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. So that's pretty cool. Uh, okay, weather problem. No, it was actually really nice for most of the weekend. I think it rained at one point, but that didn't matter. Now the things to do outside of the tournament. This is where final round shines. If if this wasn't in the ATL, if let's say final round was ran in a different area, I think nobody would go. But final round is one of those tournaments that you know things are going to happen. So you bring yourself, your friends go, all that stuff, right? So the area itself is really nice. Not the convention for the last 2 years. That's why nobody went. Uh, but at this exact venue at the airport, there was a lot of convenient stuff. You can walk to the Waffle House, McDonald's, Spondovitz. I know there was a bar slash diner downstairs at the hotel. So if you want the quick food, great. If you want the drinks, bar, great. I even got a shape up there. I was hairy as hell. Not across the street, across the hall from the downstairs food place was a barbershop. So that was cool. And anything else, of course, was throughout the area. So that was actually really good. If I could give a point for that, that would be awesome. But we're not gonna do that. Uh, so food issues that was also covered, right? Drinks, water, everything was fine. You could buy water regardless of whether or not it was $4, which is always a sad part. They did have fountains and whatnot. And I think a lot of people, yeah, there was even like a liquor store, so you could buy your own alcohol, and you didn't have to spend anything, right? I bought myself like a 2 liter and some alcohol for myself, and yeah, so again, whatever you wanted was actually around the area. And if you wanted to go to clubs, of course, you're in ATL. You go to clubs, strip clubs, whatever floats your boat. Um, yeah, so a lot of people, they just did their own thing, whatever they wanted to do at night. You had a really good time. Yeah, $6 slices of pizza. If you wanted that, by all means, you could buy it. I didn't buy it. I went straight across the street, whatever, got a goddamn waffle. all that good stuff. Let's see, what else? What else? Okay, another thing I guess we should talk about because you guys brought it up was the stream problems. So, guys, you're gonna have to help me here because I was not a stream monster. So, what exactly happened in the stream? So, for you guys who were sitting at home, what happened? I know I know that for a few of the games the streams went down every now and then and we had to wait, which is a big, big, big problem. No one should ever make players wait. And I think that is sad. I think it's really sad because it's not fair to the players who entered the tournament. So we could have to hold that because of stream monsters. Oh, snap. I will read this. Guy who increases. They actually streamed Dragon Ball Z games that were already played and just commentated over them. This was on Saturday, the starting of Dragon Ball Z. Ouch. The 2v2 tourney wasn't streamed. I completely forgot that there was even team tournaments. I didn't know that. The stream cut out many times, audio as well. They didn't even switch cameras for medal ceremonies, nor properly alerted. Uh, Again, sound issues, restreaming some pool matches. Tekken 7 and Soul Calibur 6 had a lot of audio problems. Okay, now that's the second part of the question. So we pretty much got over this, right? There seemed to be a bunch of stream issues. Funky P playing ads. They didn't have a camera for the main stage. They described what was happening. That is a little ouch. That's a little ouch. Um, Damn, that sucks. Cause again, I'm at the tournament, and you guys are watching at home. All right. So the second part of the question, commentators, how did that go? I know a lot of people liked Romanova, and for the most part, Yipes and all those guys were commentating. That was awesome. I heard the person with Romanova though was pretty bad. He barely said anything. Commentary was 50-50. Romanova was okay. The dude beside her barely talked. They were all randoms for Dragon Ball Z. What about the other games? So of course, like I said, Yipes was good. James Chan, Ultra David, they had a lot of people for that. But yeah, I heard from a few people that I guess like they they kind of wanted them to do the streams throughout the whole day, but I guess they weren't paying or something like that. Do not quote me on that. This is what I heard. So they couldn't get like the top quality for the entire day. Um, do not quote me on that. This is what I heard. So it seemed to me that the Capcom had their things in line, and the rest of the guys didn't do so well. That what I'm getting? Stream guys, is that what I'm getting? Capcom was good. Everything else was like, eh. Damn, that sucks. Killick, that is a pretty interesting question, right? You're giving a should I go breakdown from the view of someone who'd want to actually be there at the tournament. with that in mind, is it worthwhile to have a segment regarding the stream quality? Not that it's important, but if you're attending like yourself, it's not usually something you focus on. Yes. Okay. Now the interesting thing about one of the things, right, which is going to be the next topic that I was going to talk about, is who was the event for? Player versus viewer. Now this is brought up a lot of the time because it affects the players in a bad way. Yes, stream time is amazing. Players want to get on camera as much as possible. They want to get as much exposure as possible, right? Exposure means sponsors. Sponsors mean money. But in order to get that money, they need exposure, and they need you, the player, on stream as much as possible. Now, what can go wrong? Oh, many things. One, you're there all day. Two, you play at random times. Three, you have to wait long periods of time to go on stream. Blah 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 blah. So that's why I have to put that as like a general topic itself. You guys could have the most amazing experience at home. But we're at the tournament. So that one match, right? Let's say YOLO it out, right? Me versus no name. First match of the day, uh, 11 a.m. My next match could be 1 p.m. I make it out of pools. My next match isn't until 6 p.m. And then in that top 32 or top 16, they stream every single match. So you could go from top 32 winners, top 16 winners. You played that one match, right? And then your next match could be like 2.5 hours later. So it gets pretty complicated. Again, because you need to be a stream as much as possible. Blah 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 blah. Everything's a big circle, right? Circle of life. Everything affects everything else. Um, Now, as for the stream monsters' importance, like themselves, for this show, we can't really give too much emphasis on how you guys saw the event at home, because again, the the general topic is, should I go there, which means, should you spend money to go next year, or should you go to the next event, should you go this and that. um, that's what I'm trying to do, right? Kind of like one of those support your local things, right? Locals are dying everywhere. 10, 11 people entering the tournament, but for some reason we got 1,000 people watching at home. It doesn't make any sense, right? There's no money to be made. There's nothing, and we're waste a lot of times when we go to these tournaments. We as players waste our time because nobody went. And then of course, a lot of times they'll play 1,000 commercials to try to make money off the stream monsters viewing the tournament, and then you have to play every single one of your matches on stream for the stream monster. So it's like it's the ever waging war that will never end. Back then, you could get through a tournament in 5 seconds. Literally, you could go through a 30-man tournament in 2 hours. Now that same 30-man tournament will take 5, 6 hours because of the stream. So it eh, it's bad. Of course, you're picking the wrong genre if you're in it for the money, but at the same time, you're trying to support a scene that's now dominated by people who stay at home. I'm here to tell you, yo, you should get out there and show your support, and meet the people that you guys talk about and all that stuff. Make everything bigger, and then a great ecosystem, right? You want more people, you want more money, you want more sponsors, you want us to take us more seriously, but you could go to an event and there's only 10 people. It gets really ugly. And that's the thing, right? Sponsors need people to be there too. So you're like, you could have a sponsored event one year, and then that same event is going to be trash because there's no sponsors the following year. But for this show specifically, I'm asking your input on the stream, but unless it affects us as a player, which it usually does, I can't take off points, right? So it's kind of like I still got to play the match, but you guys either heard hell or didn't hear anything at all. So that's I just wanted to discuss it in case you guys are like, well, I ain't gonna watch this tournament again, but you're saying that over there it was better. Maybe I'll just go over there. Well, for the commentator thing, if most of the time it starts with support your local. If you're not going to locals and you're not commentating events, right? Like it ain't just one game. Sometimes you have to commentate more than one game. You just need knowledge in general, knowledge of people. This is the problem with commentators is that they'll pick commentators and they don't know about the player. I could go up, I could go up there, I could play, and they'll say something completely wrong on what I'm doing or what I'm trying to do. The thing with commentators is you need to have observed the game enough to sometimes like predict what was supposed to happen. Oh, the guy messed up. Maybe he was going for this. Maybe he should have gone for that. Oh, you have to be able to judge everything as it's happening, but you also need some insight on how the player wants to play. Like there were times where I'll go for a reset. I'll end the combo purposely and then go for a reset because I know the person's not paying attention, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's a drop combo" and stuff like that. Like nobody wants to hear that. As I'm not really the best commentator, but I can commentate. I know when something is what it is and when it's not. Like they'll be like, "Oh, that's probably safe." It was -2. Oh, this was -4. He actually could have punished. He messed up. Now he has to take the D. He lost the game. Like it's something like that where you're like, yo, you don't even know the basic stuff, but you're trying to be a commentator. Um, it is it's really weird. But I would say for commentators, you yes, you can get better by just going to the tournaments and the majors because this is where commentators be coming through sometimes. I'd be like, yo, I haven't even heard your name before, and you commentating a major. This is gonna get bad. So, oh, you see, look at that. Rice King commentators literally said you picked up Trunks because Sonic Fox was using him. What? How did you even? What star fell that told you that? It's really dumb. You have to know certain things. It's unacceptable. It really is. And I understand you're trying to get practice, but it really is unacceptable. You will lose thousands of viewers just because the commentator is booty butt cheeks. That's how it goes. But you know what? Like it's a certain balance, right? It is a certain balance. As for payments, I got paid out instantly, so there's no problem with that. I'm pretty sure somebody already mentioned that like Goichi and them got paid. So that's good. I didn't actually even want to bring up payments as a topic itself, but I somebody mentioned that they didn't get paid for Canada Cup, which was months ago, and but I heard everyone got paid, including myself. I didn't even know that I didn't get paid, but I got paid, and yeah, so I was like, oh snap! I think payments is pretty important then. So yeah, you know, I can't really take off points for the commentator thing. It doesn't affect the players. It just affects you guys at home, which I understand it's a problem. But as for the integrity of the tournament, should I go there? That doesn't affect anything. Oh hell yeah, the Capcom events sometimes. You don't know how many events I've done where you have to wait 90 days. I'm like, yo, I'm just getting $200. What the hell? Sarah Blast. Okay, so I guess we talked about most of the main things. I guess we could get on to some results. No, I don't have a cold. My voice is just done. Too much screaming and whatnot. Let's see. Where is it? This one? No. One is okay. Also, by all means, I am not using these guys and not giving them credit. Of course, shout out to Ian Walker, Ian to the max. You know, I'm taking his results page because I don't want to look up everything myself. So it's better that I just shout him out afterwards anyway, because he actually does a really good job on providing pretty much everything that happens throughout the tournaments. All right, so grand finals of Street Fighter 5 was Punk versus Momochi. Now the interesting thing about Street Fighter 5 was that Johnny got third, and Johnny is Momochi's student from his academy thing that he has going on. Another interesting thing about Street Fighter 5 was that, technically speaking, there were three Florida boys. That's insane. That's unheard of. But there were three Florida boys in top 8. Apparently Brian F used to be Florida. Of course, CJ Truth, and the odd one out, which is very interesting, Tampa Bison. They definitely did their thing. But of course, Punk came through from losers, and that guy's amazing. One of the highlights, which one is it? There you go.
Back in life, not at all anymore.
Too close, too close. When he's in this mode, he is.
Can't get touched. You know, every touch is time to do something on Wake Up, and it was not. Things to blow up the shimmy in the game.
There were two things that happened this weekend. One was Punk definitely just hitting people in the kneecaps. This happened the whole tournament.
Here we go.
Like some of the things that happened this weekend were just psychic.
Oh, here we go, punch again. So damage, yeah.
He wants to get stunned.
So that was
Look at that, dead. Tanko, the God. This guy, Punk needs to change his name to Tanko because that was disgusting. But yeah, also another thing that happened with Punk. This is actually pretty funny.
Oh, because of the look at this genius.
Chip is danger. If I mean, obviously with the V reversal from
Yeah,
CJ.
I mean, at this point, the time is a bigger issue.
Back throw.
CJ, no quick rise to try
He's
to
just
time
gonna
Back
things out.
throw.
Try to do it.
Wake up super.
Is it
No.
enough?
Back throw.
Not.
Not enough.
Back
Smart
throw.
decision right there from
Dunzo. So
Brave.
two important things that you need to understand is Punk where he confirms and this picture right here. This is all you saw. After the tournament, I literally just kept walking up to people and telling them I was going to forward throw them. That's it. That's literally what happened. This picture sums up absolutely everything. The whole tournament, you just got thrown. It was over. Some big sadness, you know. Like it's crazy because people didn't even get mad. They just accepted the fact that they got thrown up to 4 times around. The end. Let's see what else was brought up. No, not yet. Oh, I don't have your match. I don't have your match, but Cell Blast, I have this this gif of you going absolute nuts after beating after beating Problem X. The craziest thing, right, is that when everyone talked to Problem X, he was so scared to play you. He was like, I forgot who you had to play before him, but he was like, yo, I really hope he loses because I don't want to have to deal with that. And then you didn't lose, and you dealt with him. That's it, yo. Chaos and catastrophe. If there was anyone that can scare Problem X, it's definitely Cero Blast. Because I played Cero Blast mad times, and I don't know if he's one step ahead of me, one step behind me. I don't know if he's in the future. Because he be doing some stuff that makes me question all my morale. Like, that's it. My morality, just, I be calling my mother and be like, yo, what did I do to deserve this? Like, God's looking down at me, shaking his head. And that's exactly what he makes you feel some type of way. It's just a rap, just explosions everywhere. Cero Blast beating me, Cero Blast beating Knuckle Dew, Cero Blast beating everybody. You feel like crap, and he just smiles at you because he's a nice person. Cero Blast is a nice person. So you can't even say anything. It'd be different if Cero Blast was a scumbag. Then you could be like, I hope that guy goes to hell. But Cero Blast plays like that, and it works sometimes. Doesn't work other times, but Cero Blast is cool. So at the end of the day, you're gonna do two things when you play Cero. Is you're either going to be super duper salty, because whatever match that Cero plays in, it's not a good match. It's never a good match. So you're either gonna be super duper salty, or you're just gonna smile because it is what it is. Let's see. I know I got a few other stuff. Oh, another person.
From the Star Wars film, right? The Rogue One, right? So.
I gotta see that movie again.
G
Dude, that was the
C.
first thing I thought when I saw that. Dude.
Jesus.
Yo, Jesus. Have I sinned?
Dude, did he just nod at you?
I
Okay,
have sinned.
so this is the pool that I was talking about earlier. This is the one that we saw Natek in there, but
F.
yeah,
What's
that's ChrisG is the guy from the Star Wars film, right? The Rogue One, right? So
That guy.
That movie again.
I just forgot who he beat. Who did he beat? Damn it. How did I just forget? Oh, he beat Mago. Yo, we had you know at some point when you're done with a tournament and somebody goes, "Yo, who'd you lose to?" Right? Because as much as people don't want to hear that, as much as people don't want to say it, they do it anyway. So at some point we were all talking, and we were talking about who drowned, who went what, and yo, somebody I think it was Punk. Punk was like, "Yo, Mago lost to somebody named FGC Jesus," and we just started dying. I was like, "Who? What?" I don't know where that guy's from. I don't know. For all I know, he could be an amazing player. But dog, we just started dying. Like, because everyone was just getting bopped by people they've never even heard of. I definitely lost. I lost in pools. Right, I got bodied. It didn't matter. I didn't care. I lost to somebody. I didn't even know what the name was. Like, it just happened. Everyone just melted. Like, nah, this was real. This tournament was real. Everybody was coming out from the woodworks, just doing stuff. Oh, he's a Fang player. Oh, snap. Everyone losing to Fang this weekend. That's crazy. I lost to a Fang player, too. Because I wanted to pick V-Trigger, too, and I've never even used it before. I was just doing it. I was like, what am I doing? I kept trying to do crouching strong, sonic boom, activate. In my head, I was just like, why didn't I just play Ibuki? But that's not here nor there. I got bodied. Everyone got bodied. We just died. Let's see what else. What else we got here? Oh my God! How can we forget about this one? I, I, I wish I had the full clip. I wish somebody had a whole like GIF compilation of what happened. But as you can see here, Cool Kid sent Tokido to losers, but he did 3 wake up supers and 3 wake up supers connected. And this was just one of them. To win the goddamn.
This is huge for Tokido. He's got critical art. He's got demon of.
Okay, now first of all, this clip is kind of stupid because Tokido actually could have won that round. I don't know why he didn't stun him, but let's just watch.
Available.
Very close to stun as well.
Buries the reversal.
So he has enough to stun him with the DP. He goes to super instead. I don't know why.
Huge.
He lives with that much life. He obviously could have just stunned him in a full combo. But let's continue.
Damage. Not enough to kill.
Oh, he's got him back.
That happened 3 times.
He's got him. He's got him. He's got him.
Cool Kid takes Tokido to losers bracket with 3 wake-up critical arts back to back to back.
He put that man in the meat freezer. You know the Rocky scene? Where
Say he put that man in the meat freezer from the Rocky scene. Yo, oh man. Shout out to Cool Kid. Tokido, you suck this weekend because you could not foresee 3 wake up supers. That means you're washed up. I don't ever want to hear from you again. That's it. You're whack. Cool Kid's wife, obviously amazing. Joy. She does her thing, supports her man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about her. Definitely be screaming down the block. You'd be like, what the hell just happened? Sure, exactly. Surely he would not super a 3rd time. Yeah, you will. You will. Why would not? Why not? P1 Paulways, thank you so much. Oh, that's always a highlight. I wish they had a compilation of freaking yelling. Okay, is that off of oh, another one from Street Fighter. This is actually pretty funny.
He knows exactly what the media is. He knows exactly how to like whiff this, whiff that, get the perfectly timed setup.
Man, shut up. Wow.
Wow, he stole the don't.
Oh! Oh my no.
He's a trash can. He just threw it.
Throw a flag on the play. Creepy sleeping. You better do something
You
about
better
this.
put a foot right through that V-neck.
That's actually mad random. He just took the donut through it. But yeah, yo, shout outs to Creepy Sleepy. Shout outs to Brian F. I have another story about Brian F. I'll get back to that in the future, in a little bit from now. But yeah, Brian F, man, he definitely made top 8 winners. He made I forgot whatever show that was. I haven't even been paying attention to Street Fighter. That's how much I care. But yeah, yo, shout outs to him for getting that as well. Shine as well. Shout outs to all the players. Brian F, definitely the man with the fundamentals, overheading people. I know, of course, I could assume it was rehearsed. I can't see Brian F doing something like that where you just straight up just grab someone's stuff and tossing it, you know, because that would start a fight somewhere else. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, actually, I think that's it for Street Fighter. Oh, one last thing from Street Fighter. After the tournament was over, let's get onto it. So for a lot of people who were waiting for an announcement, I wasn't, because I pretty much knew that there was not going to be an announcement. There wasn't. I know Michael was there from Capcom, right? Carolyn, but I didn't see like the really big names. So in my head, I was just, nah, this ain't gonna happen. But we'll see what Mena did.
What you waiting for, Meta? What you waiting for? He's still waiting, bro. He's still waiting for an announcement?
Marvel credits, man. Post credit scene, bro.
There's gotta be something.
There's gotta be
The
an
colors,
announcement?
I saw something weird over there. There's gotta be something. Just see.
Justin, good to see you again.
Let's see it too, man.
I'll see you at Showdown.
Yeah, I'll see you there. Yo, you're really waiting?
You could see. Hold on. Let's. You can see
I'll see you at Showdown.
You can see the exact moment. Right? Hold on.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
Ooh. Yo, did you see that? Hold on. One more time.
I'll see you at Showdown.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
Oh, damn. Yo, he was really looking. He was looking for something. Nope, nothing. Also, Drew Fire, thank you so much, man. Don't worry, I'll be paying attention to you guys subbing. Disgusted with Capcom. I actually don't know how Mena did. I heard he got put into losers, and then he did his best, but yeah, he obviously didn't do as good. K Brad's first tournament as Rise, I think it was, and yeah, he didn't do so good either. A lot of people didn't do so good. Yeah, yo, shout outs to Mena and Justin for taking this video. It was too good. Oh, Oil King washed him? I actually didn't know. Well, let's be real. There was a lot of washing going on. I saw a few matches. Oh, also, I wish I had the part where Brian F. This is the part where Brian F. threw the whole set because he was pretty much going to win the third game. But when Johnny did that super, and Brian F. tried to push a button after landing, I don't know if he forgot that there was a third hit, or maybe he thought that she went past him or whatever. But when that happened, I knew it was over. Because that's the classic. You try to do something, you go, oops, and then that's it. And then after that, Brian F. lost the next game, and then he was out of the tournament. So that was pretty sad. It got me mad because I was rooting for Brian F. He, who knew? Who knew? But that happened. Okay. So it's funny because I don't really watch Tekken too much. Yeah, exactly. I kind of thought she was gonna go into him too, but you should still be a little safe.
Shadow finishes it.
And Shadow,
So Shadow, he won, but
2019 champion.
I just wanna talk about this guy's geese, cause I'm gonna be real. Again, I don't really watch Tekken that much, and I personally don't care about Claudio, cause that's so ugly to watch. But when you see some geese, that's OD. He did some stuff. I watched some of his comebacks. I was there for a few of his matches, and I was just like, oh snap, that was nice. He had this really nice corner combo where he did jump back, kick, and then I was like, oh, okay. So, again, I give the utmost respect to Tekken players because they be doing their thing. They make it very entertaining, and they had a lot of people here, and of course Shadow won. But again, shout out to Chungi because that was really entertaining, really good to watch. Joey Fury third, Poke Chop, the man with the plan. There was a video of him up. I didn't put it up, but you already know him talking mad crap. Soul Calibur, I actually never understand what's going on too much.
Lolo is denying him that.
But
Yo, headbutts are coming out.
Oh, and this may
MVZ Lolo Mexico, Lolo Roco.
And that's it. Lolo is your final round 19 champion, and the old school reigns supreme once again.
Klopp didn't break it.
Bam, dead. So Klopp second, Party Wolf, Sandman, Zefukai, Robert Combs. Robert Combs. That's an amazing name. Rich Sticks, Now, this is my game, of course. Goichi versus Kazunoko. Goichi was on some other stuff. If it wasn't for the fact that it was just a whole video, I would have posted Goichi perfecting Hook Gang God. Damn, Goichi was on some other stuff this weekend. Yeah, we all got washed. Look at me down there. Sadness. Super Noon 7th. Tachikawa. I lost to Tachikawa in the ugliest fashion again. I threw it so much. Everyone was watching us play, and it looked like I was going to win free. It looked like I won free. And then the drops. I just dropped absolutely everything. I dropped 2 character killing combos. It just went so bad. But shout outs to him. He's awesome. Sonic Fox. Now, Sonic Fox did not look too comfortable in this tournament. He was going back and forth with a lot of people, but yeah. So I got 2 of his stuff. Oh, another thing about Goichi, real quick, the cheap stuff. People didn't think that this was going to be good or useful. Let's watch this real quick.
Which way to control the spirit ball at that height? Who studies that? She's got the meter for the loops. Fuzzy in the meter for the loops. 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 For the loops. The loops. The meter for the loops. The meter for the loops.
Do you know what just happened? He didn't even touch the ground.
The meter for the loops.
Look. He's not even on the ground. He's not even on the ground. That doesn't make any sense at all. And then
Fuzzy in the air. How do you get overheaded in the air? Please, this game.
dead. He got fuzzied in the air. That's crazy. But yeah, again, Goichi, he labbed his stuff. That's just nonsense to me. I would have got hit. Everyone got hit. We're all dead. That's 1000% a fuzzy. That's how it works. So in this game, you're technically landed, but you're not landed in certain cases. So in that scene, before Gotenks touches the ground, he's still in the air, technically. Well, he's still technically on the ground. So when he goes for the jump kick again, he is technically landed. So he has to block high again. And got opened up. Yeah, so even though the combo makes him combo mid-air, he actually is technically landed. So Goichi could have just went kick low, but instead he did jump kick again. Yes, technically, you can be in the ground and in the air at the same time. When you get hit, you were on the ground, but it obviously doesn't show you're on the ground. So again, he can go, he could just finish the jumping B and then go low. But instead, he did jumping B, A, and you're thinking he's gonna land and push a button. Instant overhead. Oh snap! I already exit out, but yeah, you kind of get the point. Okay, so this was the start of Sonic Fox's demise.
To tell the difference. This should be a good matchup. Ooh! No, he did.
The mix. Oh, the mix-up.
Ooh! No, he didn't. Did you see that?
Now, following that, the unreactable handshake, Sonic kind of got bodied. Was it like in a different universe? I should have did what I had to do and just beat Tachikawa, but instead I suck and I didn't. I would have to play Sonic Fox regardless, so you would have saw a weird semi-mirror match. Instead, he kind of murdered him a little bit.
Here we go, level 1, big bang attack to finish him off. Nope. Freaking death doesn't matter what he did. And he followed up on his promise, right? Yep, he followed up. He did that cut.
The follow-up win. And then the follow-up to that follow-up is Sonic Fox
With 5 bars.
pulling the NRS tactic.
That's an NRS player. He's getting ready for MK11. He's ready for it.
What are you doing?
Ouch. Sonic afterwards told me, I think he probably tweeted it. I'm actually not too sure, but he's gonna play Kid Buu again. I don't. I just play things I like. I don't need to just go, well, one top tier didn't work, I'll pick a different top tier. I'm not like that, but Sonic Fox is going to do whatever it takes to win, even if he has to switch his team 34 times. And it's funny because one, everyone was like, yo, look at Trunks. Trunks is kind of OD now. Look, even Sonic Fox picked him up. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now he's OD. Sonic Fox picks him up. Now he drops him. So what happens now? Trunks goes back to sucks? Or was he always sucks? I don't know. He goes right back to sucks. I don't know. Look. If you see on here, you know, I only got 7th, right? So I lost to Hook, who, I mean, well, he came back a little bit and got to 4th place. Of course, Dogura, Japan, top 3. Big yikes. Goichi showing himself he was unstoppable. And Dogura, I didn't think Dogura would come back like as strong as ever, but of course he did. And he also did his thing with Cooler. That's always nice to see. I wish I had the video of me with my 3v1 comeback, freaking with just Trunks, no life. Now that was OD, but yeah, I couldn't find it because the VODs and whatnot. Super Noon, I actually forgot about that. Super Noon completely throwing it. Now I'm gonna be real. When I made that status, right, I was like, yo, I woke up in the morning, I went downstairs, and it was legit like 50 degrees downstairs. It was the definition of a brick, okay? It was cold. I couldn't move. I was shaking the whole way. But yeah, Super New versus Kazunoko. Yo. Yo, like, it was 50 degrees inside of that venue. I don't know. Yeah, it was so bad that after I had lost, they were like, yeah, yo, we should, literally, after I lost, they were like, I think it's too cold in here. Maybe we should turn it up a little bit. I was a little bit I was just this much salty, but I was like, whatever, yo, I'm going back to sleep. So after I lost, I was like, good night, guys. I'll be back later. But it's cool. Like, cause I got a few hits on Hook, and then in my mind I was like, yo, I can't. Okay, GG's hands. Yeah, exactly. They definitely the temperature. Uh, they already had it low. They didn't think that in the morning because there was nobody at the venue in the morning. It was weird. Like what was it? It was like 11 o'clock. I'm assuming everyone had gone out on Saturday, especially if you had lost. So there's no point in waking up early when you're either gonna wait for Tekken or Street Fighter. So a lot of people they were like, well, we just gotta wait till later. And then, but Dragon Ball Z had started at 11 o'clock. So yeah, I did mention that I have to invest in a hand warmer. Like Hook was freezing too, but he had the hand warmer, and I was just looking at it like, damn, ooh, I need one of those. Yeah, so that's my fault for not being ready. Hook was ready. He had the hand warmers, the Zippo thing. All right, what else? Do we got anything else? Oh, we got one more thing. We got one more thing uh on Dragon Ball Z, and that's this. Because as you understand, Goku, GT Goku, Baby Goku, is about to be in the freaking game. But you know who else should have been in the game?
Nice swing, good form. Doing good. Hey, Fuller.
That video is so good. Oh my god, I love that video. But that video is OD. And I'm gonna be real, the movie was trash. But why was that Goku so cocky? He was the cockiest guy ever. Like, how is it that the beginning of the movie, he's already fighting and talking crap, and then kind of like on his head a little bit, but whatever. Put this Goku in Dragon Ball Z. I'd main him. Or if you want the link, here you go. Here you go. I'll be nice. I'll spread the love. I want cocky Goku. Put him in the game. So yeah, Sonic Fox lost. Things happen. Okay, now let's see. Next game, Dead or Alive. I can't tell you anything that's going on. All I see are parries. Oh, it stepped on his face.
Oh my goodness, and that's what I'm talking about. Blackberry thought it was over as well.
Kaku.
I think everybody thought I got them mixed up.
Cray Steady, First Blackberry, Killy DeLorean, UGS Caliber, Hoodless, Sonic Fox got 5th. And then Christian McLean, Electrified Man. All right.
Nice. Oh my God. The forward air.
Now we got the swords winning Smash. The swords. Oh, dead.
Oh my God, Twitter Blade. Salt 1 is your final round 2019 winner, baby.
So Salt won with the swords, first place. Auntie, the homie, he tried to do his thing with Lucario. It didn't work out too well. Swords came for his face. Winky Face. Oh, Winks. Okay. Sonito. name Fireball, Cheat, and Pip. I forgot. Oh, Winks. Winks, I lost to him in winners. It was actually a really, really good match. Wait, that's Sonic Fox's brother? No. Which one is his brother? No, I don't think he came. Did he come? But yeah, so I lost to Winks in a really good set. Oh, McLean. A Quiggles.
This is it! Right there with the neutral pin, he gets him!
Oh my God, Twitter Blade! Saul Wood
Oh, okay.
round 2019 winner, baby.
Yeah, no, okay, so there was a really weird situation that happened. So it was, I think I was about to be up a stock on him, and he had like 100 and something percent. Obviously, Richter doesn't kill ever. He did, what was it? He did like the hop kick with Zero Suit Samus. And I threw, take this. I threw fire. He grabbed it. So, in my head, I was like, oh, I'm about to kill him right now. It's over, dog. I could possibly win this first game. Or was it the second game? Whichever, right? So I was like, I could actually win a game on this guy. And then he caught the fire right after the hop kick. And I was like, okay, I don't know what happened. I literally said it. I was like, what just happened? And then I got bodied. But it was pretty good. And then I lost in losers to, I don't know who was it. But the guy played Greninja. And I had no idea what was going on. All I knew was that he was always in the sky, and I just took the D the whole game. I don't even know what happened. I just got bodied, but I did pretty good. You know, I'm glad I got a little bit of love in that room. You know, I played clean. I think I played clean, but my problem, of course, I don't know how to keep people off the ledge. So when I be slapping them up, and they're jumping all over the place, I'm like, I lost. So, yeah, I think I got right outside top 16. So I still did pretty good.
This is looking very good for Scar. Yeah.
All right, Blaze Blue tag the homie Flux.
As much as I want to believe this is Flux's game, guys.
Kicked.
And here you have it, guys. 3-1. Flux is your final.
Yo, what? Why did Flux get up so? Look at this. Look. Why did he get up so quick?
With Scrot coming in second.
Scrot.
Flux will gladly take it, putting him down to.
Look at when he wins.
Yeah.
He already left.
If there was ever a time to believe in your girl, it's right now. And with the DP, that
as
might
much
be
as
the
I
end.
want to believe this is Flux's game, guys. And here you have it, guys.
Wow, he was already out. Oh snap! That's pretty good. So yeah, Scrot got second. Elion, MDT, Idante, Bojack. Oh snap! Ronan got freaking fifth. Shout out to Ronan. Joel and Las Panditas. Huh. That's a pretty interesting name. Oh, Joel is Joel Rosario. All right.
I'm sorry.
MVCI.
Never mind. What am I saying?
Trade. Okay, boxes him. Is he able to get anything going here? All right, taking a little bit on alter.
Oh, it's a trade.
Trade into
Oh,
it.
Melt.
godlike.
Yeah, beautiful conversion from Tyson. Immediately powers down.
3-0ing
Has to
Ned.
keep us all.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not okay. I mean, Shout out to Tayson with the zen like patience, and of course Eddie Moo Moo, not enough damage. I got fifth in this tournament. If you watched how I played, dog, it was the funniest thing ever. I was trying to do some things that weren't even possible. I kept trying to jump cancel standing heavy whenever I hit somebody. I think I pulled off maybe two Monster Hunter combos because I forgot how they went. It was just real ugly. But I had some good matches with Ketsui and who did I lose to? See, I don't even know. Oh, Eddie. Yeah, they lost Eddie afterwards. It was just really ugly. So yeah, takes in first, too much damage second, Ninja Nam, Demon. Oh, Escalante. Wow, Escalante got fourth. Ketsui, me, Chewy, and Ronin. How many people entered? I think less people entered Marvel Infinite than Marvel 3. I think Marvel 3 had like 40 something people, and Infinite had 24. It's cool though. You know, it was fun matches. I wish I remember what the hell to do, but you know, that's no excuse. I got slapped up. Yeah, it's actually really sad that Marvel Infinite didn't get anybody. But I think they might have had a plaque. I'm not too sure. I think it was still a main game. I don't know. But yeah, like when I won Marvel 3, I think I made like 200 and like something dollars. I was like, "Oh, snap. Okay. That's cool." Parkin.
Alive for a little bit. It almost looks like once he does that.
Of course, my favorite
That
character.
was sick. Almost threw
The
up.
Septile.
Oh my God.
Just growth.
And
Somebody just screamed out yes.
Can't let him
Oh,
finish
oh, oh,
like that.
oh. That character's cool as hell. So thanks, Walat. Right, first, Rockio. Second, Ouroboros. Ryan. Nofro. Uchi Games. Helios. Astral. Yeah, people still play Pokken. Like, I think it's at least like more than 20, so it's good enough.
For that, the room to anti-air there. And yeah, he gets another one.
Boy.
Himika's very low. Out of his burst, next hit will be the end of his tournament life. Even with he doesn't have the meter.
Ooh.
Oh, instant
Man.
overhead.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ghastly.
your winner.
To instant overhead.
Ghastly takes Guilty Gear X.
Venom is ridiculous. I love me some Venom. So shout out to Ghastly. Hime, Zega, Neomaki, Mr. Annual, DeRay, Omega Tom Hanks, Blue Gaze, Icy Mitsu. I guess not. The same thing with like half these games. Surprised nobody entered Blaze Blue Tag as well. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Final round, Injustice 2.
Alright, that's a tech. Are you able to take it out, or are we going to get a clash here?
Unclashable.
Oh.
Tried to set up.
You know, with the reset.
Oh! Oh! And Tag takes it. Tag takes it. The young man takes his first tournament.
Kiltron. Shout out to Kiltron, the Farmer Jacks. He tries his best. Yeah, Takilo wins. Misfit Panda gets third. I don't know what else happened. Okay. There's no stream for Alpha 2. Justin won. Vic Viper. I don't know who that is. Oh, Flash. Okay. Never mind. Hey, see, like, sometimes you gotta click on it, you know, just because I'm just like, I don't even know what the hell that name is. Sprite. Rizzo, Joe. Hiblineko. Hiblineko, Candy Hands. But they had CVS 2. I got second. Dr. B 1. Third Strike they had as well. Now Third Strike actually got me super salty. With Third Strike, I had to fight the Japanese Ryu player, right? Viral. And I'm up 2-0. And well, I'm up a game. The second game, my short completely cuts off. Right? I'm getting tossed around. So I'm like, oh, yeah, Vanal. Okay. And I'm getting tossed around. I'm like, oh, snap, right? I end up beating him. The second game with no short, right? And I'm like, yo, my short's out. So, yo, they made us wait like 15, 20 minutes. I don't know why it took so long. I think the stream messed up. Something happened. I actually got pretty salty because they kept calling me for Dragon Ball Z. I was holding up the bracket. And, the monkey article. I was holding up the bracket. So I'm like, dog, like, let's go. I'm trying to just beat him and leave. And then I lost the next 3 games. I was actually super salty. I should have remained more calm. I should have played more slower. And then of course Justin had lost him, and yeah, so then Justin beats me, loses him in the run back, and I was actually pretty salty because I felt like I could have won the tournament, but it is what it is. I definitely got iced. I got iced. That's the classic. And I thought, yo, in my head, I was like, yo, this is so free. And then that happened. No, it was on cabinet. So as the set was going on, so the first 2 games I was like, oh snap, I got this. Then as the set went on afterwards, I was getting more salty and salty as time was going on. But it is what it is. I got third. He won. They did the same thing to me in another tournament as well, in at final round, where I kept going back and forth because they were like, "Yo, we got matches," and then they didn't have matches. I was like, "God damn it, man! I want to play so I can move on." And that's what gets me the most mad about tournaments like this. It's like, yo, there's a schedule. Let's go. I have to play. You don't have a match for me. Why not? Like, I would have people call me for matches, and then I wouldn't play for like 20 minutes. So that gets me really, really, really heated. If you call me for something and I don't have to play yet, nah. So I think they had like a few other games. I know they had the arcade room, obviously, and people were chilling there. I was playing some CVS 2. Justin was playing some Magical Drop a lot. And of course, he just murdered everybody. But yeah, now, after the tournament was done, and pretty much every night during the tournament, everyone was just going ham. Like, it was also Yipes' birthday on Sunday. No, it was yesterday, on Monday, technically at night. And we were chilling here for his birthday. Now, a funny story. This picture was taken, right? You could see that this picture is taken. So we went to Spondovitz. And actually, I think Sherry's actually right behind all caps. But I guess she's not even paying attention. I don't even know. But, so, we're chilling, right? We're like, oh, we're going to eat. And I said no. I was like, I already just ate, so I'm here to just chill with you, Yipes. I'm here to drink and whatnot. But a few of these people didn't, they never been to Spondovitz, right? I think this was Brian F's first time there. And so we're just chilling. We have 9 people. And we're like, oh, we're missing 2, right? Bifuteki and this guy. I forget what this guy's name is. But yeah, so we were waiting for his crew, and the lady, the lady there that was serving us, right? So first we had to wait. Then the lady that was serving us was like, "I won't be able to get your order in," and we're like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, so I can't serve you. I can't get you drinks. I can't get you anything." And we're like, "But why?" Like, "Oh, because you don't have your whole party." I'm like, so like they started getting annoyed, right? They're like, "Yo, like Gustavo was like, I can't believe every time we come here they do this, right?" And so they decided Brian F after like 10 15 minutes, they decided they're just gonna go and leave straight to Waffle House. So like, "Yo, you want to just eat at Waffle House?" So like they're sitting there and we're just looking mad stupid. She was talking about we couldn't even get drinks. And mind you, Bifuteki was on his way. And it's stupid that they treated us like this, right? But Spondovitz, they're all they don't like dealing with us already. You know, they'll make their money, but they don't like dealing with us because it's like the whole FGC's at this one place, whatever. Uh, so the funniest thing was that she allowed us to order drinks. Brian F and Gustavo both ordered a drink, but they had already bounced. So the lady comes back and she's like, "Oh, so whose are these drinks?" And we're like, "God damn it, Brian F and Gustavo." So, so like, well, you know, one of you are gonna have to deal with this. And in my head, I'm like, "Yo, like, we should just get the hell out of here." But you know, Yipes, and it sucks too because it was Yipes' birthday, and like everything's just going wrong. And so like I'm like talking to Lee Chun, and I'm like, I mean, look, I'm down to stay, whatever, right? So I just said, "Yo, just give me the drink, I'll pay for it." Um, like because we were all thinking of leaving, right? Because it's like you're getting terrible service, but it's Spondovitz, right? So this is where everyone's at, and you know, it's Type's birthday, so we're not trying to make it like a terrible experience. But yeah, so like Brian F ordered the rum and coke, and I was like, "Oh man, yo, it's about to get rough." But I was just like, screw it, I'll just drink it, whatever, right? So we got to order food. Eduardo's like going back and forth. He had ordered like a clam chowder with Phenom at the other table, and he's just like going back and forth, seeing what's happening. There was a lot of stuff going on. It was really stupid. But then like I guess we had finally got our food and stuff, and then everything got back to being cool. But yeah, no, it was a nice night out. Everyone, of course, the FGC, everyone goes to Spondovitz, and everyone's just walking back and forth, just talking crap. You know, there's always like some ham stuff. You can see all caps in the picture. He was, you know, like he was just starting some stuff with Flux and him going back and forth, freaking random coin toss, money matches, like all stuff was going on. The whole weekend, this was going on. Freaking, just like between me and Eduardo and Flux, K Brad, like we're just, this is an app on the phone. We were betting between like red and black. Freaking, there's like he had like a dice app, and he's just like clicking the button, and the dice rolls, and we're just like, it's the ugliest thing ever. But you know, we're just like we're flipping coins, freaking $20 a coin flip, and you know, so like a lot of ham was going on this weekend. There was a lot of arguing back and forth. I heard there was like almost a fight between two people. Actually, I heard there was almost a fight twice. I'm not gonna talk about that. But it was some funny stuff. There's a lot of instigating going on. Flying around is just that tournament. Sometimes it's just ham. Everyone Everyone's going ham. Did I do some arguing? No. No, why? Because one, I was the guy making the money. I made mad money. It was funny. I was winning all the coin tosses. I won like 10 coin tosses in a row. It was funny. Uh, Freaking Justin. I don't know why. I guess Justin just didn't want to get in on any of it. And yeah, no, but there was just like ham going on. And then like I remember one argument between freaking Brian F and All Caps. All Caps had already lost his voice, so he's just squeaking, and they're just going back and forth, and I'm just laughing the whole time. My thing is, since I know everybody, right? So like me, Justin, Eduardo, Pierre Rog, obviously, a bunch of us. Since we know everybody, it's very easy to just instigate. So that's what I was doing. I was instigating the whole time. Freaking do tried at some point. He just got bodied. But yeah, no, it's always funny to just instigate. I'm glad like it didn't get like too far, cause like obviously everyone's just going back and forth at times, and everyone's laughing, everyone's instigating all that stuff. So I'm glad that everyone still has that respect where you don't take it to the next level. Even if you argue, which is fine, you don't take it to the next level. So that's where I come in. I instigate. Another thing that happened this weekend, randomly, was this. I'm actually just standing right back there. I had actually side bet. I don't know why you thought you could beat Gustavo. That was free as hell. And then I think Ultimizer arm wrestled Brian F. That was actually funny because I since it was Ultimizer, right? And of course, you hear that name sounds stupid as hell. So David Tyson, he runs brackets a lot of the time. But I always, anything that has to do with Ultimizer, I will 100% just be against him. Because the joke is he sucks. And everything. So I love you, David. But yeah. So he did an arm wrestling thing with Brian F. and he beat him. But that was like 2 minutes. So like this was what, 40 seconds? Freaking him and Brian F. were like 2 minutes long. At some point I was about to just quit, but they just kept going back and forth. And then I was a little sad. I lost money to Ultimizer. No one should ever lose money to Ultimizer. Arm Aki. But yeah, like there was a lot of things going on. There was a lot of rock paper scissors. RPS, man, everyone loves that. I'm not a big fan of rock paper scissors. I never really cared too much. I'm more of a coin toss or dice player, or even that random roulette. I'm down for that too, but I'm not a big RPS fan. So yeah, the big thing about final round is that there is, to sum up everything, right? Final round is that tournament you go to chill with some people. It is always cool to see everybody in the exact same place and just talk crap with them. Talk crap about how they lost, talk crap real life. Freaking I've never chilled with Dan Slip in my whole life. he's random as hell. I don't care. But we chilled, We got a few drinks. We were just talking and whatnot. Cool guy. But he's still random as hell. And yeah, like, some people that you never you talk to at this type of tournament. New fans, old fans, people you've never met before. Like, you could become cool with any of us at some point. So this is one of those tournaments. And it's awesome. Like, I know a lot of other people, like, if you're not about that life, if you're just there to play the tournament, then yeah, something like final round could be a little whack. Maybe you get bodied in pools, and you ain't got nothing else to do or no one to talk to or whatever. Then it could get a little whack. But if you're down, if you jump out of your shell, and you just want to chill with some guys you haven't seen in a long time, yeah, like this is that tournament. Like, we're just all chilling. And since another thing about final round is people drown in pools. You drowning. So a lot of people have more free time. That's one way you have to look at it. There's a lot more free time to be had because people are getting bodied. And yeah, see, as Acrylic said, it's very easy to approach his idols here. Pretty chill atmosphere. And that's how it should be. Right? Like, I know a lot of tournaments, it's just about playing. And if you don't make top 8, you're the most miserable person ever. I actually, when I lost to Tachikawa in winners, especially how I lost because it was so ugly, and I can only blame myself because anyone who saw that match thought I was going to win. Anyone. It was like, oh, this is going to be free. Because it looked like it was free. And then got hits. Oops. 3 times in a row. Oh, her, but it's cool. Oh, snap. I'm sorry. I'm actually really sorry. But yeah, like, this is just that place. Just chill. You like, when I lost, in my head I was like, it doesn't matter, man. If I lose again, cool, whatever. But yeah, no, like, mad people came up to me and they were like, yo, you gonna win. You got this. Like, best trunks, blah, 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 blah. The next few matches I played were, like, super duper duper solid. Like, I played out of my mind those next few matches. I was untouchable. And then, of course, Sunday happened, whatever, I got bodied. But, like, regardless of whether or not I made top 8 or not, like, it was, everything was just chill. Like, to me, if I didn't make top 8, I would have still been in a good mood. Just go out at night, go get some drinks in, enjoy yourself, scream some more, lose my voice again. Like I said, I lost my voice Saturday night. So I woke up Sunday, no voice. Monday I got home, no voice. And of course, today's Tuesday. And I'm just like, man. Oh man, my throat's still a little dunzo. Of course, combo breaker. Nah, I'm good. I'm not sick or anything. Like I said, it was just a lot of screaming. There was a lot of people losing their voices this weekend because it's just one of those weekends. You just gotta talk some crap, freaking, yeah, curse some people out. No, I don't get wasted. I don't like that feeling. Because when I get wasted, I just throw up. I don't even like keep going. Like, yeah, it'll take me most of the time it'll take me over like 10 shots to start dying. But like before that, if anyone who's ever chilled with me or drunk with me, they know I can handle some goddamn alcohol. But when it comes to the point of getting wasted, I don't want to do it. And I know a lot of the FGC guys, they get wasted a lot, and yeah, like it gets a little annoying. There was a little bit of that this weekend where people were just getting wasted and then getting stupid. it got annoying, but it's like, okay, that's what we're here to do. I'm not trying to die, and I'm in tournament. Obviously, I ain't gonna die, so I can't wake up in the morning and freaking look like you knew I was drunk. Who's the funniest drunk? Damn, that's a good question. At the end of the day, Eduardo's Eduardo. Like when he goes ham, it's still mad funny. Cause like he could hold it. He could hold his own. Like, but he be just saying stuff. Like sometimes Eduardo could laugh for like 10 minutes at a time. And when Eduardo laughs, pure rug. If you've ever heard him laugh, it's contagious. You just start laughing. And yeah. So I guess I'd probably say pure rug. Cause Eduardo still talks massive amounts of crap. He still be cursing you out. He be like, yo, where's your drink? He be trying to get everyone drunk. Oh, yeah. You can see him in the background right there. I would say K Brad could handle it. One of the best. K Brad just be freaking. He's a tank. He drinks like a tank. Like he's an actual tank, and he fills it up with alcohol to keep running. I'd be like, damn, son. At the Vancouver Canada Cup, Vancouver, freaking K Brad. We got to grand finals of the drinking tournament. I couldn't move, and he was playing like it was Evo. I was so mad. I was like, yo, I'm trying so hard. I'm like tossing out flash kicks like randomly. Freaking, I'm trying to focus so hard. I was like, there's no way, man. I just had like 13 shots. There's no way he's still like fine. And this guy was just like, I jumped over him at one point, and he dashed forward and still anti-aired me with DP, and I was like, how can you still do this? Why? And then I lost, and then I stood right there in that spot for like a half an hour. I was like, I'm just gonna throw up. Oh hell yeah, yo, that commentary, yo, me and Justin and K Brad just talking mad stuff. Okay, so these reviews are going to happen every tournament. Of course, anyone who knows me knows that I rant at random times. Sometimes it's scheduled. The topics are scheduled. Other times it's just straight YOLO. If you were in the stream, you were in the stream. If you weren't, too bad. But when it comes to this, the show, should I go there? It's gonna happen every time I come back from a tournament. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I couldn't talk, so there was no point in streaming at all. And yeah, so this pretty much sums up today's episode of Should I Go There? I understand that the stream problem was a real problem, but I cannot deduct points on that. So pretty much the only points that we deducted was for the brackets, the overlapping, and a little bit of the schedule problem. But yeah, other than that, it seemed perfectly fine. So to end this, we are giving this tournament an 8 out of 10. So the main question of today was, is final round back? And I think the answer is yes. If you would have asked me this last year, or the year before that, or even the year before that, I would have told you don't come because this tournament was absolute trash. But this They did their thing. They did their thing, and of course, as you saw, right, one of the main topics is was it hype? At the end of the day, was the tournament hype? Was it worth going to? I will say 1,000%, and a lot of people could say 1,000%. Yes, it was worth going. It's one of those things that you ask yourself, oh, I wish I was there. Do you wish you were there? Should I have gone there? Yes, 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 yes. Watching it was not the same as experiencing it, even though there was a lot of clips. And one of the big things that shows whether or not a tournament was entertaining or worth it is if you have a lot of clips and gifs to show. Final round is the first tournament of the CPT, and there was at least 15 to 20 memorable moments. There was a lot of memorable moments. And that right there, even if, the tournament kind of sucks for a lot of people, you can't deny that those are some great moments. Of course, you can't. The goonery is one of those things where you were there or you weren't. That's it. The goonery happens after the tournament, whatever, Saturday night, Sunday night. Sometimes for this tournament, it started Thursday for me. It started Thursday. Yes. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of just straight debauchery. Yeah, so 8 out of 10. I wish I could give it a 9 or even a 10 out of 10. But it's just one of those things where you messed up, on a big front, but you did redeem yourself. So they did redeem themselves. Final round 2019, 8 out of 10, and they will definitely be seeing me next year, 2020. Hopefully the same venue because I love that venue. And yeah, so that's it.